Right, that's going to be a preview of it. That is your profile. Obviously, replace everything, and we have the project here as well. We have this working, we have the GitHub working, and all the buttons are working as well. So email, if you press email, the email is going to come up. We don't need it right now. And yeah. Okay. But now you have seen the preview, which I most likely made in the future, but I put it back for you so you can watch it. So you know what we are doing today, and this is what we are creating. Now, this is for beginner, which means I'll be taking it slowly. Right, let's get right into this. We're going to right click on this new, and then we're going to create a folder. We can just leave it as a new folder, right click on it again, open a new terminal. Then this list I will put below the video, so you can put, well, you can just copy and paste it. You will have this as well. Number one is npx create app. The last thing is portfolio. Portfolio, you can actually, it's the name of the folder. You can name it anything you want. Yeah, I'll be back just in a second. So while this is going on, okay, it has finished installing. So you go to click on this and we do cd, and we obviously call this portfolio. So we're gonna go cd portfolio. It's gonna go into the folder. We're gonna go code dot dot, and it's gonna open VS Code. For me, it opened in the other screen. I'm just gonna get it right into here. We don't need this anymore. Get rid of it. Right, so this is the one that we have, and now we are going to install Tailwind CSS into it. So just follow my instruction, which is also in here. So npm install Tailwind CSS. We're gonna click on this new terminal and paste it like so. It's just gonna take a minute as well. Well, it shouldn't take too long. And then we're going to npx tailwind css init. So we're gonna initialize it. Once you do, you will see something happen. If depending on if you're right or left side, you will have a tailwind css config coming up here on your in your files. Then we are going to copy this. Again, you will have this list with you as well. Go into tailwind config, which we just created, and paste it right into the plugins like so. Once you have, then we want to copy this, which is the fifth step. And we're still, well, now we're going to our src. Once we are in src, we're going to index css, get rid of everything that we have, and I want you to paste this right here. Once you do, you will copy number 6 like so. And then we are going to tailwind config ts again. We're going to the content like so, and we're gonna replace the whole thing. Okay, and then we are going to grab a navbar. The navbar is going to be from a component. This is just to make sure that it is working. So tailwind css like so. You'll go into the official website, and then you can grab some components here. So click on components, go down and click on application UI. We're just gonna grab this. This seems fine. So React, yeah, copy this. And once you go back here, what I want you to do is click on src, click on folder, click on make a folder. So click on this thing right here, components, like so. Once you click on components, click this thing right here, file. We're gonna call this the navbar.js, like so. And whatever you just copied, we're gonna paste it right here. And then we're going to go into app.js, like so. We're going to get rid of everything, and well, except the div like so, and also the class we're going to get rid of as well. Now we're going to import the navbar like so. Make sure it is capital from components, and navbar is gonna go away, well, like so. Then we're going to paste it into here as well, so like this, navbar, and it's going to close down. Now we are going back down here into the terminal, npm start. This will start our officially server that we have, so it's going to be like 3000 or something, and we should have basically the tailwind css should be working, and we should have something similar to this. If not, we're gonna fix it. If there is any errors, we're gonna go through them as well. Let's see what it shows me. Right, it does show me an arrow. Sweet, not a problem. That just means that we have to install the Headsui React. which is actually on the list as well. So I'm going to put this on the list as well. So copy this, go back into the terminal that you have, leave this one. So don't do anything here. Just go into terminal, a new one, and paste it right here, like so. It will take a second. It's normally very quick. Once that is done, you should have on your website the actual tailwind, which means that it should look like, well, come on. There we go. Right. Go back here, and it should look something like this. It should look exactly like this. Unless you have grabbed something else, that's fine as well. Look, I'm going to give you an example. If you have grabbed something else like so, this looks a little bit different, but we can't grab that one because that is for things. But anything you have grabbed, so you just grab the first one if it is first one for you as well, and you should have something like this. That means the CSS is working fine. The tailwind CSS has been installed as well. Now, because obviously you are making a portfolio, that means you are new to this kind of stuff. I want you make a GitHub account. Most likely you have already got one, and I want you to do repositories, which means that anything that you make, I want you to commit to it. Why not just get extra commit out of this? So we're going to do portfolio. Now, this one is actually optional. So if you don't want to do it, fair enough. I will highly advise you to do it. So create a new one like you just did, and then go into here, copy this right here, go back into your code like so, and paste it right here. Once you do, it's going to do whatever I need. So I'm going to make it bigger for you so you can see. And when you go back here, you will have it right here as well. And everything has been updated. The next thing that we need is a Firebase. So firebase.com, Google from here. If you are not logged in or you don't have an account, make an account. If you are, once you do, you'll come to this website and your account, go to console. Once you are at the console, ignore this. This is my old projects. We're gonna do add project, and we're gonna call this portfolio, like so. And we're gonna continue, and we're going to continue again, select an account. We're going to say default account for Firebase, like so. This is going to take a second. Leave this for now. And once you are back here, when I say push pull for the GitHub, it basically means that git status, like so. And then this is the things that we haven't added to it. So we do git add dot git commit m minus m, and then we're gonna do the quotations and say installed tailwind css. This is a good habit to go into. Obviously you want to have a job eventually and get push. When you go back into the website, let's ignore that for a second. When you go back into the website and we reload this for GitHub, we will have everything updated. It says now, and now we have 3 commits. Now I won't be making a lot of commits. Obviously, I'm just giving an example, but if you are new to this, make as many commits as possible. Every few minutes, make a timer. Every 5 minutes, push, push, push. Well, what you just saw me doing it, just go back and how to do it. It's basically called git status. You don't have to do status all the time. Git add dot git commit minus m, and then quotation, whatever you have. So you can, for example, I did install tailwind css. It's going to come up right here. You can do other stuff, right? So we don't need this anymore. I don't need this anymore. You can leave it open if you want to. Go back to the Firebase, continue. Once you have done, this is what you will come to, and we have a portfolio right here. I want you to click on this one, the web, and do the same thing again. And this time we're gonna call it portfolio again, register app. And then I want you to copy this thing right here. So click on this. We can go npm install Firebase. Ignore this for now. So you just go continue to console, go here, and I want you to paste this right here. If this is going to install the Firebase that we need. That's going to take a second. Sweet. Now, when you go back to the Firebase, I want you to click on all products, which is right here. And then I want you to do storage, which is right here. and get started. And we're gonna do a test mode like so, and then you can, depending on where you live, you can choose what you want. I'm going to do Europe West. It doesn't really make a big difference. It can be slow at times. Sometimes it's quicker, sometimes it'll be slower. Do not worry, that's perfectly fine. Once you have installed it, you will see another screen, which I'm going to show you. As I said, I am trying to show you as much as possible. I don't want to skip too many things, otherwise you will just get confused. Now, going back to this, I said this, I will leave. When you are starting a server, you do npm start, which is the 8th step. We don't need this anymore. We can get rid of this, but I will put this below the video so you have it with you as well. Now we are here. This is what you will get. That is called the storage. If you don't know how to get back here, in case you click on something, this is the portfolio we have, like so. And once you are here, you will get this thing right here, and you do storage. So this, it will come here. If you make more, it will come in the middle, like so. You click on storage, and this is what we need. This is the screen you should have in front of you, and this is the server you should have in front of you, and this is, we don't need this anymore. Perfect. Now coming to what we are trying to do, which means that we will make our own navbar. Now this is the navbar that we used in the example. We don't need this anymore. Now we're gonna make our own navbar. Actually, before making the navbar, obviously we want to add the dark mode and black mode. We're gonna put this in. So why don't we just focus on the app.js? Just go back to the app.js that we have, and I want you to do is right. So we need this, and we need the component as well. Get rid of this. There we have the navbar, and I want you to do is uh, import like so, and we're gonna do in import react minus, and we're gonna do the use state from react. Okay, we need the use state as well as we need the use effect as well as the create content. So this is the three things that we need from react itself, and then we're going to do is input what we can actually go to the browser. So we are going to browse the router like so, and we're also gonna grab we're gonna grab them as roots, router, and root. Okay, like so, and we are going to install this as well. So react router do, copy this, click on terminal, new, npmi, like so. And it's going to install whatever it needs. Perfect. We don't need this anymore. Get rid of it. Sweet. Now we are going to implement. Actually, let's grab the import navbar again. So grab the navbar again for now. Once you have, we are going to say export. We're going to do export, and we call it constant, and we're gonna call it dark mode context, which is going to be create context like so. And then we are going to make a function. Well, the function is pretty much the app. So what I want you to do is, let's get rid of right, which is the easiest way to do. So I want you to go here where it says function app, and what you want to do is constant like so, and we're going to open a brackets, and we're gonna call it is dark mode, and then we're gonna comma set like so is dark mode like so, and then we're gonna do them as use state, which is false. So it's gonna be normally light before it goes dark, right? So we're gonna do another one, use effect like so, and once we have use effect, we're gonna make a constant, and within that constant we're gonna call this the constant saved theme like so, and local storage effect. Well, actually, why don't we get the theme and like so. Now the theme you will understand in a second, because the theme we are going to add to the Tailwind CSS. Okay, just follow me for now. In a second you understand what I mean. So we're gonna do if save theme is dark mode equals dark, we're gonna close it down, and then we are going to go down more, and we're gonna close it fully down. Then we're gonna do is use effect again. So in this case we're gonna say local storage. We are going to put local storage into it, because if somebody comes back to the website itself, obviously we want to have whatever they have left it as. So we're going to do local storage dot set item, and once we have set item, we're going to call it theme. Is it dark mode? Yeah, dark mode. Or is it light mode? So it's going to call light mode, and we're going to get rid of this. Once it is light, then we're going to do a document dot document element, like no, not that one. So you want document element dot class list. Once we have the class tag, we want a dot toggle. We're gonna add a toggle to it, and this we're gonna open it like so, and we're gonna say dark mode is dark mode, and then we're gonna close it down is dark mode, and that will happen like this. Now once we are done, we're gonna go to the return, and return, I want you to get rid of everything, you to delete everything. What we are going to create is a dark mode context, like so. The provider value dark mode, it's gonna go like this, and then we are going to go down, and we're gonna do a div. We're gonna create a div like so. Once we have created a div, you're gonna call this a class name. You're gonna give it a class. And once we have done a class name, and inside the class name, we're gonna say what we get on this, get rid of this. We make a and we're gonna call it a dark mode and a light mode. So okay, in the light mode we don't do anything because that's a normal way, but if it's a dark mode, we say is it dark. I said ignore that for now. I will show you in a second. We're gonna do a router like so, and inside the router we do a navbar, and then navbar. So we're gonna go right here, nav like so, because we only have navbar for now. Have anything else? And you press OK, enter, and then we're gonna do a roots. So inside the roots, we're gonna do a root path element home. So we don't have anything yet. You will understand in a second. Just do home for now. The rest we can add later. We're gonna do rooters again, and then at the bottom we can do a div, and at the bottom we can do a provider itself. So that's everything that we need for now. Don't do anything else. Now we are actually going into the Tailwind CSS. I click on it. Once you are here, this is where I told you that we're gonna do some stuff. Don't worry too much about this. Once you are at the export, so click right here, click enter. Once you do click enter, I want you to do dark mode class. This is the class that we have. This is the one that we're going to be using. So add the class right here. And then we are also going to add some animation, because we are going to be using some animation as you saw in the preview. Might as well do them right now. So you want to go to extend right here. Once you are at extend, like so, then you're going to do a keyframe. So keyframes like so, and it's going to open. Inside the keyframe, we're going to add in the animation. So let's just go with slide from, well, slide in left. So let's go slide in left like so. And once we do, we're gonna do a transition. So you can make the transition the way you want to. So it's really up to you, but you're gonna play with this. So it's normally 0% and then more percent. Then we're gonna do a one from the right as well. So yeah, so like so, sliding from the left, then just replace that one from the right, like so. It's going to create a transition for you as well. Just copy this, and then we want to slide it from, for example, the bottom, sliding from the left, but we're just going to do a bottom like so, and we're going to slide in like so. Well, we're going to create a transition like so, and then I want another one. Let's just say from the top, slide in from the bottom, except from the bottom, you want it from the top. like so. And we're gonna do the exact same thing again. We are not done yet. Actually, why don't we just create a few more? Let's call one of them. I want a fade in, so let's create a fade in case we are going to be using it, like so. Once I also want a jumpy. I think jump is normally a very good one. That normally something I use. Not sure if I'll use it in this one, but let's do that as well. And in the jumpy, we're gonna do a transformation 50%, 25%. Right, there is quite a lot. Why don't we should we let's add a 25% right here as well, just in case. Okay. It looks more fancy if you add in the more you add in, the better. While you're at 25%, it will look good if you add actually 75% as well. This doesn't make any sense to you, but just copy me for now, and it will show. You will see in a second. Right. Another one that I want is grow, which I use quite a lot. So copy this and we do a growth transformation, which is like from 0%. I don't want the middle parts. I think from 0 to 100 is quite decent, like so. Once you have done that, we are going to create the animation itself. So you just go down here. Once you're here, press enter. We don't need this. Yeah, that will close that one down and that will close that one down. Perfect. Right. To be right, we can go right. I will close that one down. That will close down. Right. Go here into the second one. Once in the second one, you do a animation. So call it animation like so. We need a small line like so. Call it animation and then open it and open the folder like so. And we have basically adding all the things that we have up there. Okay. So we have a sliding from the left, like the one that we had, sliding from the at 0.5% ease out and everything. And then add the just basically add all of them, sliding from the right 0.5%, and then sliding from ease in. This we can play with later as long as we have them. So all you have to know is that we have something called animate, sliding from the right, sliding from the left, and sliding from the top. And then we can play with it how we can play it with like 0.5% and everything like that. We are not there yet. Now this is everything that we need really much, pretty much for the Tailwind CSS as well as the app.js. Now we can go to the real thing, which is the navbar. We're gonna start with the navbar, then we're gonna get more of them, and we're gonna go together. So press all and get rid of it. Now the issue with the navbar is that it is too long. We're gonna be putting in a lot of things in there, and it's gonna take a long time for you to copy and paste, and it's gonna get a little bit boring for you guys as well. So that is the one shortcut I wasn't gonna give you is I'm going to give you my um, I'm gonna put a link in it, and once you go into the link, and this is the link that you will have, Portofolio, and I want you to grab the navbar. It's very easier to do it that way. So go src. Once you go to src, you go into component. Once you go into component, it says navbar.js, and I want you to copy the whole thing like so, all the way down, and paste it right here. Okay. Now, once you have pasted everything, it isn't over. So what I want you to do is, because we're going to be using this, I want you to go down here and it says the ref number, github.com. Obviously, put in your own GitHub link. For the LinkedIn, put in your own LinkedIn. For your email address, put in your own email address, and for the number, obviously put your own number. That's not the only thing. If you scroll further down, you will have another one and replace them as well. Okay, so GitHub, LinkedIn, your email address, and your address. That is a little bit of a shortcut, but I'm afraid it was going to take way too long for me to write the whole code down for you and explaining everything to you. A little bit long. Just do it that way. It's a quick one. It's for beginners, so that's gonna be a little bit of a shortcut for you. Just use it. And then we are going to actually go back onto the website and see what's going on. Right. Undefined home. Okay, sweet. So this is what you will get. I want you to go into app.js. And once you do, I want you to get rid of this one because it doesn't exist. Once you do, you should go back here and we have a few things, which is we're gonna install this thing. Sweet. Okay. Okay. I. Once you are done with anything, this is the profile that you will get. If you press on this, it's gonna go dark, it's gonna go light, and you should be able to do these things. That is the navbar that I'm gonna give you. You are welcome, I guess. But yeah, that is for free. You can have that one, not much to do. Now we will go and make a footer. So we're gonna go components and we're gonna make this one, and we're gonna say is footer.gs like so. So for footer is going to be input. We're gonna do React and React from React. Now we also need to have the use state in there. So what? Right. Only the actually no, we only need the use context in this one. The context will do for now. And if you go down, we're gonna do import dark mode from app which we have created. We don't need the link. We can do a constant footer. Yes, constant dark mode. Use context dark mode context. Yes, and we can do a return. And inside the return, we want a div like so, and class name question mark, and we are actually going to use, because we are going to inside of it, we're going to use backticks. Okay, if you don't know where to find backticks, they are, well, first let's do this correct, then I'm going to explain. So yeah, backticks like so. Right, you have to use backticks. The way you can find backticks is, number one, just on the side of number one, there's backticks. I'm sure you know they are. Just Google it. So that's what you're using. We are not using normal quotations. Okay, flags, and then we're gonna use colon. Inside the colon, we're gonna do a max W, and then we're gonna do a. The maximum would be actually 1900. It's normally the one that I want. Px. Okay, we can close this one down. Then we're gonna do a 2x minus 2, and then py, which you need, which is minus 1. Mx auto will do, and then we have justify center between small better, and then we're gonna do a dollar sign, which is right here, and then we're gonna open that is dark mode. Then we're gonna do question mark big 800, yeah, white big 200 black, that will be fine. And then here we might wanna add something more, a small, okay, flex minus 0, and then we're gonna do text, text centered like so. Right, if you are not mistaken, that should be text sentence like so. Okay, okay, that seems fine to me. Right, the next thing we need is a paragraph like so. And then we're gonna do a class name, and inside the class name we have a py minus 1, and then we have an mx minus auto, and we're just gonna do a just gonna put in my name. So this is where you're gonna put your name, coding launch, you're gonna put yours. Actually, let's add in an animation as well. Animate, sliding from the left. We better if we add in jumpy, and we do another paragraph, and we're gonna call this the class name equals to right minus y, animate jumpy, we can, okay, and add in progress like so. We can close this one down. Div. Yep. Okay, we need a logo. We can export it all together. Now, if we go back to the RGX, right, and we have a navbar. Inside the navbar, we have the roots, and below the roots, we are going to import the root footer from footer. That's fine, and then we're gonna import it right here. Sweet. So if you go back to the website, nice. Now recording launch. Now be lab. That is okay. The only thing that is not working is the animation. Why is the animation not working? So we have the footer right here, and we did a sliding. Sorry, animate jumping. So don't we have animate jumping? We do. But the animation weren't working the way they were supposed to be. Obviously, we just did it quickly. I did a lot of testing, a lot of back and forth, and I came up with a new one. Now, I said it's gonna be the error handling was taking a bit too long, and I thought it's gonna be the video is gonna be too long, so I just again uploaded this one. Go back to the portfolio. You will see my Tailwind CS config right here. Take it and just copy this one and paste it right into the code itself. This one, replace that one, okay? Do that in the middle of the video like I'm doing it instead of doing at the well at the start of it. So yeah, do that one. As I said, it was taking a little bit too long, and then you should end up with something like this. So the animation will kick in just like so, okay? And yeah, should go back and forth, back and forth. And another thing is that you need to install this as well. So npm install postcss-loader. That's what you want to do. Just create a terminal here. This is again going to be on the list as well, like so. Post it. Right, so that is out of the way. We don't need any more kind of testing. So now we are going to the profile, which we will create right now. Well, for the profile, you click again on the components, and we're gonna make a middle.js. That's going to go in the middle part. You will see in a second. I already made it for you as well. I'm going to put this below the video as well. So this is what you're going to have, and I want you to copy this. There's no point of you obviously looking at me and writing it down, but yeah, you're going to paste it right here. Any issues, we're going to fix it. But yeah, it's pretty much you do the exact same thing. We implemented the dark mode, which was from the app.js, and then obviously just React context. And this is pretty much from Tailwind CSS component mixed with other stuff as well. Inside here, we have few things, which is your picture. So here you add in your picture. Well, actually, why not I show you? So I will show you how it looks like. So it should look like this, okay? When you press profile, nothing will come up. But if you get rid of this, and there should be nothing here, like so. Actually, let's fix that as well. Right, so we can go to the JS like so, and in the we just go to root and do path, and path we're gonna do a middle here, so middle like so, element middle. So if you go back to the website itself, if you press on profile like so, it's gonna come up like here. Obviously this is where you're gonna put in your information, but for now, yeah, you should have this. If you reload the page, this is gonna up, this is gonna come up as well as this should be working back and forth. Yep. And profile obviously will give you my profile. We have nothing in project yet, but don't worry about that, we're gonna get to that. What else do we need? So go back to the code, which is the middle. So in here, ignore everything. I am going to say right here, change picture. So change the picture right here. There we have the way you want to change the picture and the information, which is right here. And what else do you want to change is the where did I put it for you? So here. So when you go down on here, you have your position. Change your position, whatever position you have in, and your name as well. Change your name. whatever you have in, and as well as the src for your um, picture. Now, just gonna give you an example of a picture. So let's just say picture of a man. As an example, so I don't know, this guy here, we're going to download, imagine this is your picture, okay? We're going to save this as this, and we're going to put it into the home, well, depending on where you created the folder. So for me, it's right here. It doesn't have to be in there, but just in case we have images, we're gonna do here, and we're just gonna say profile picture, like so. And then I want you to go to portfolio. Once you do have, I made some adjustment when I was doing work before that. Don't worry too much about this. Do an upload. Once you do an upload, go back to the images and you will have a profile picture like so. And I want you to grab the profile picture by right clicking this and copy the link to it. Go back to the code and I want you to replace this like here. So, and then if you go back to the website, you will have your picture. Okay, obviously choose a good picture, whatever you, and your username you can change it as well, your position you can change it as well, and it should be just doing it like this, and it should work like this. Perfect. Now the profile is done, the mid is done. We can we can now go to the projects. Let's add in the projects. Well, before creating the project file, we need a JSON file. So click on src, click on new, make a projects dot JSON file like this. I'm going to click recreate one. Okay, right. So once we are done, I created one for you guys. So if you go on here, you will have it here, package JSON file. Again, I'm going to put this below the video. I want you to copy this, all of it. Oh, not that one. Sorry, my bad. Project JSON file. You're going to src, and we are going to project JSON file, which is right here. I want you to copy the whole thing and paste it right here. Right. So what did I do here? I made two things. One is skills and one is project. At the top, we have something called the projects. So we are making a project which has a description, which has a git URL, which has an ID, which has an image, which has an info and name, skills, and everything like that. You have a URL as well. The URL is for the project. Well, let's go. Description is obviously description. Git URL is the git URL for the website that you're creating. So you should have a GitHub. That is a GitHub that we have. And then we have an image. The image can be anything off the website. So for example, I just grabbed quickly the one that we had like this. So I just screenshotted it and put it in there, obviously using storage. And then we have the info, small info that you need to put in. We have a name. You can call it anything. Web portfolio with the CSS or portfolio with the portfolio with React, for YouTube. Then you can add in skills. Now, when it comes to the skills, I made quite a few skills right here. Some of them are called Tailwind CSS, React, JavaScript, Firebase, HTML, CSS, Bootstrap, jQuery. If you want to add in more, you just do a comma down, and then you can make a new one exactly like this. So you do an ID, name, and icon. Okay. If you want to add more, the way this works is when you create a um, project. When you create a project, every time you put in another name in there, so you do a comma, and now I'm going to add in a JavaScript, comma, and I'm going to add in something else like React. Every time you put in a name, I will show you what will happen in a second, but the more things you're using on this one, just add in here. All the skill that you're using, just add them here. And if you want to add in another project, obviously most likely you will, I want you to copy this until here, and then just paste it like so. Make sure you change the ID. Obviously change the rest of the information as well, like a description, URL, blah, blah. But for now, we're just going to be using the same thing again. So we have an idea, just make another one so it looks more full, and another one so it looks more full. Again, make sure you change the IDs and stuff like this. So we're gonna make this a 3, and we're gonna make this a 4, like so. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Right. So you most likely will have this when you obviously download it or when you go to the website when I put it on like this, but this is how we got here. And now I want you to go back to the website, but for the Firebase and go into Portfolio, the one that we have. And I want you to click on this, all products, and we are going to be using real-time database. So click on this. Once you have, create one. And then you just do, for me it's Europe. So we're gonna do Europe, test mode. We're gonna do a test mode. And then we will be coming to this screen. Okay, what I want you to do is click on here and import JSON and browse. Once you do, I want you to go to whatever your folder is, and I want you to go to portfolio. That's going to be called src, and inside the src we got something called project. I want to double click on it and import it. Once you do, it's going to look something like this. This is perfectly fine. This is the way I want you to look at. Okay, then we need to do the firebase file. So that's going to be right here, which I'm afraid I cannot show you. Well, I cannot put in the website. It's going to be more difficult. Well, I will put it on there, but I'm going to show you how to do it. So you go to components and you make a new file. Once you do, you're going to call this the firebase.js, like so. Once you have it, I want you to go back on the website. Once you do, I want you to go to portfolio, go to settings, project settings right here. And then we are going to go down and you're going to copy this. Okay. Copy this. Make sure you haven't installed this. We have installed this at the beginning, but just make sure you just install that one. Otherwise it will not work. And I want you to paste it right here. Now, get rid of all this. Get rid of all this as well. So what we're going to do is, do we need this for now? We don't need this right now, to be fair. Right. What you need to do is import Firebase from Firebase Combat app, and then we're going to do import. That's going to be the Firebase Combat database. Okay, so it's going to be Firebase Combat. Not analytics. We're going to get the database like so. Okay, then you're gonna leave this the way it is, like it is for you, the way you are created it. So just leave it that. Except we're going to add in here something called database, like so, and then we're gonna call it URL, and it's gonna go database URL. Just make it not capital. So first one, database URL. You will need to replace that URL. So go back on the website like so, and go into all products, and well, actually go into your real-time database. It's easier. Once you do, you want to copy this. Okay, this is the URL that we are using. Copy this, go back, and I want you to paste it right here, like so. Now what we're going to do is right, get rid of this. So if, and we're going to, if Firebase length is like this, then we're going to do a Firebase initialize app file config, and then we're going to do a constant, which we'll call a constant, and we're going to fetch the projects, which is going to open that for me. So project fetch data reference. That seems to be fine. So that's what you want. You want to put in a value in there as well. Instead of the value, you want a project. So projects like so. Once we have created that, then we want to do a project ref. So projects ref, which is on, like so, and that's going to be a value of a snapshot. Then we're going to if data, so data, we actually forgot the data. So once we have created a snapshot, below the snapshot you want to do a constant data, which equals to snapshot value. So if data is a constant, then we're going to do projects array, like so, equals to object value, and we're gonna do data in there, and then we want the whole thing in reverse, simply because when you do another project, you want it to come out in so the new ones that you put in, you want it at the top. So if you do the reverse, that's going to come at the top. Then we're going to do a callback, and that's going to be, actually we forgot to do a callback here as well. Callback, so callback project array. Okay, then we're gonna close this down, and we need to that seems to be fine, but I need one here as well, like so. And we can get rid of this once we do have them, and then we are going to do a no, we're going to do a return, and the return is going to be of, yeah, okay, right. The return is going to be of projects of value, like so, and we are going to put them in brackets as well, like so, and then we're gonna um, close it down, like so. Okay, so now we need the same exact thing for constant export. So exports for fetch, constant fetch skills, like so. Then we're going to do a callback, and that's going to be exactly the same like the one at the top. So yes, we want that the skills need to be capital. Then we're going to do a skill reference on value snapshot. Yes, we want a constant data. Yes, we do. So it's pretty much exactly the same. And yeah, sweet. Now we are going back to the creating of profile and a quick view. Then press new file. So you're gonna make two of them this time. So projects.js, and we're going to also make another one which is quick view.js. Right, I made them in the background. Now you go back to the website, which I'm going to put in here, and you are going to refresh this, click on components, and I put them right here. So for the quick view, just copy this, like so, and for the projects, we do the same thing, like so, and we have them here as well. So projects right here. They are very, very similar to the other one. So copy, paste it right here. Wait. So in here, you don't really need to change one because we are just fetching stuff. Here, basically, we are using the one that you have. So we have the project quick view, which is right here. That's just grabbing from here. Then we have the project fetch skill and project, the one that we just created 2 minutes ago. We are fetching them and putting them here as well. The dark mode obviously is from the app. And then we just have the project set up here. And they're basically scalings. For the scalings, so for the buttons, a little bit of boring stuff, but you can go through them. It's basically just handling the mouse over and everything like that, try to make it a little more fancy. And this is just tailwind CSS, okay, all the way down. Now, if you go to the app.js, I want you to go here and import, we're gonna import the projects from projects, like so, components, and then we're going to add it here as well. So root, path, projects, and projects. To the website, and we have a project ref, and project ref, skill ref is not defined. That's fine. That's fine, right? So we're gonna go back to the firebase. Once we go back to the firebase, we just have to define them. Did I not define them? So we have a, okay. So go here. We don't need a return. we need a constant, and we're gonna do project ref. Yeah, that's fine. And then we don't need to return here as well. We can do that constant scale reference. Will that fix it? Sweet. Is that fetching the recordings? Right, let's make sure that this is correct. Export constant fetch projects callback. Yeah, we're going to make a constant projects ref tb ref, that is fine, and then we're gonna make sure that this is correct. So profile and skill is capital as well. Skills, right? And they should appear. So profile and project, they should still work as well. And they should still work as well. And they should take me to the website. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. When you click on it, you should have a quick view. Now, the reason why this is not showing is because we haven't have a Java or a React to it. I'll show you that in a second. And obviously the links for it as well. You want the GitHub link for the things, and we have the URL for this as well. So when you go back here, when I say you don't have the link for it, if you go to click on the JSON file. Once you have, you need to make sure these things are exactly the way they are here as well. Okay, so we made some skills and they have a name, and the name needs to be exactly the way it is. So JavaScript, for example, is not capital, it is right. So we can go to JavaScript right here. JavaScript, not capital, JavaScript, like so. And React, we can do React as well, right? So they don't need to be capital. They won't change automatically. What you need to go to is the website of Portofolio, and you're going to import the new one that you just created. Okay, and that's it. Then you're going to go back to the website and you're gonna reload it. You go to profile and you go projects. Now if you look at it, it's not working. It's because we reversed it. Okay, number one is here. So if you click on this, you will have more coming through. And the JavaScript, I still haven't, I think, made a mistake again, but yeah, so that's how they come through. So I'll show you one more time. Java, so over here, just in case I have written it wrong here, so copy this one, JavaScript, like so, and you paste it right into that one, like so. And then you go back to the website and import, yeah, projects, paste. Then we go back here, not here, here, and then reload. Click on this one, it will have the JavaScript as well. Okay, so make sure the names are correct, otherwise they won't turn up. You can put in more skills if you want to. So if you click any of them, they're gonna go big as well, and that's working for them as well. Sweet, yeah, okay. Obviously that is not working because I haven't updated them. Please do update them for yourself. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Now I'm going to show you if how do you add a project to it. So let's do this together. Okay, so we're gonna go is make a screenshot of this. This is a project that we have created, like so. If it lets me, snapshot, snap, do this. Okay, okay, right. So this is what I want. So that's basically our project. Then we're going to save as, and when we save as, we're gonna save it in the folder that you have. You don't have to by again, so you can find it. Project. So we have created this one, and then we're gonna go into the portfolio, go into the data storage, and then we're going to upload it, and that is our picture. So basically, we are going to find that one that we just created, which is for me right here. We can upload that one. And this is where it is. Okay, and not that one, my bad, project, this is where it is. We're gonna copy this like so. Now once you have done that, you want to go back to the there is few ways of doing it, but I'm going to show you in case you don't have access to it. For example, you're out, so go to real-time database, and one way to do is when you click on here, and you can just add into it like so, or you can just, because if you prefer it like I do, export the JSON file, which is going to be downloaded. Click on it. Once you do click on it, just make sure you have it in front of you, like so. Open it. like so. So if you do open it, for example, I want to add another one, another project in this case. So what we're going to do is a comma, and then we're going to open another one, and we have a description, random description, and it's going to be number 5, etc. And you paste the picture in right here, and you obviously also update the information. So wherever you got it from, for me, obviously it's going to be from here. Then what skills you used, etc., etc. Then go back to the website, and then we're going to do import. Now, obviously, we are not importing the same one that we have. This time we put it in the home, sorry, desktop. Put in the desktop, which is right here. We updated that one, press on it and import it. So, and it's gonna add the 4th one right here. Once you have done it, come back here and it's gonna come back right here. Okay, so it's gonna upload automatically. That's our latest one. It's gonna come right here. Obviously, again, take care of this. That's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope it works for you. Any problems, just let me know, and I will help you out. Perfect. Thank you.